My name is Stanley, and welcome to JJK pre-release. I'm on the left playing red JJK again. Deck is pretty solid. Could do some pretty stupid things once the pieces are presented to you. My opponent is on the right playing yellow JJK. The upgrades to JJK, they seem pretty solid. I still want to mess around with yellow JJK a bit. I want to play the Mega Me build because it seems pretty cool playing Wall of the Shadows. But as for the Gojo build, you'll see throughout the gameplay that the deck requires a bit more protection. So there's certain cards that you don't want to leave the back line. That card is automatically pulled forward if you're missing either a Geto or a Gojo in the front line. Then we also have a set 1 Gojo that has double block that also can't be targeted by characters' abilities or event cards unless you pay 1 extra AP for the effect to go through. I'm going to pay the AP every single time. Me playing red Yuji Raid, I'm going to attack and sometimes use the option to restand, so I don't need a double blocker being in the way. So I'm going to pay the AP, I'm going to kill it. So going back to rare battles, what do you guys feel should be done about rare battles? Obviously there's a flaw. You can't make a game as accessible as Union Arena. Say that you could play any IP, but then have these battles or these tournaments per se that you're locked out of any other IP. When my LGS started doing, the owner of the LGS suggested that anybody could play any deck for a rare battle, but the pricing for the winner pricing for the rare battle will only go to the person in the highest seeding that is using that IP. So let's say last weekend Bleach was the IP battle at my LGS. You could play blue JJK, you could play red JJK, play green GGO, you could play red Black Clover, and you could still get a regular Rukia based off of if you're in 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. But the winner card will only go to a person of high seeding that is playing Bleach. I feel like that's a perfect solution to the rare battle situation, because telling the LGS, hey, you can't play, I don't want pricing to go to a person playing a different IP. At that point, it is what it is. For Bandai Card Fest, IP battles or IP battles, there were plenty of people there to justify keeping it separate. But in a smaller sense, for a game as niche as Union Arena, you don't want to lock people that are playing the game. You want to encourage people to come in and play the game. Brand new person come in, you do not want to tell them, hey, you can't. Whoa, what the heck am I doing? What? Oh, I didn't even realize I misplayed that hard. Like, why did I use the freaking trigger on the freaking Gojo? Why the hell did I kill them? I don't. Anyway, enough with that. The next thing I want to do is give out the flowers to people that do content creation. I don't know how you do it and have a full-time job at the same time. It's beyond me. Like, I've been slacking on the uploads. I was supposed to upload this weekend, but I was sick. regardless of the fact, I want to try to upload twice a week at least, but balancing that and a job is insane. So the people that actually do it on a normal basis, bro, props to you. I'm gonna figure out how you do it, and I'm gonna do it. All right, so our opponent drops one of the new Gojos that came out in set 2. In the front line, if there's a Geto in the same line or a Rika in the field, the character gains 1,000 in impact. So it's swinging for 5k. There's also a search for a curse technique. Curse technique Lapis blue, reverse red, or hollow purple. You add that card to hand, and then you place a card from your hand to the sideline. Opponent swings into my life, and I get a UG raid. I'll do a defensive raid to stop the last 2 attacks. He passes. Now to try to fix the misplay that I did by leaving this accursed Gojo alive, we are going to set up Nobara, and Nobara will minus it 3k after I pitch a card from hand. I also have to tap a AP because he requires you to do so to target him. My opponent thought that the Gojo was KO'd, but it only minuses 3k. Now, I started attacking with Yuji, but I'm using his second effect that allows him to restand by minusing 2k off of him. Yes, I'm attacking into his life for 2k, but I'm now forcing him to block with characters. So right now I have 5 swings on the board. If I had Black Flash, I would be doing it for 4k instead of 2. I also minus the Gojo 3k, so he can't really use double block. Now I got the 5 swings in. I got some of his chunk blockers out of the way, and hopefully we could find a Black Flash soon. He plays another one of those Gojos. He also brings Geto up and then place a Geto that allows him to play a shadow. He's starting to get ready to go in for his swings. I have to block this Gojo because he has a double attack. I'm not trying to let that through. He swings and I get a Nobara raid. He swings, Black Flash. Not making the same mistake twice. Get that Gojo out of here. Get him out. Get him out. Now I'm trying to figure out if I want to AP draw, which I end up doing. Guys, also, I'm going into a Nobara raid. Guys, please remember to read your cards. Nobara lets you draw a card, and then you pitch one to minus something 3k based off of the energy cost. You gotta remember to read your cards. I have an issue with that a lot. Now, that being said, we're swinging with Yuji. We're doing the double swings. And even though I'm only swinging for 2k, he only has 2 bodies on board and I have 5 swings. So he's like, you know what? Let me just take the last life. And I take the game. He didn't know that Yuji had that ability. It's crazy. Like, giving a card option of impact or swinging, going active and swinging again. It's solid. It's solid. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you have a opinion on how rare battles should be done, leave that comment down below as well. That being said, my name is Stanley. See you next time. Peace.